Did you know that Africa wasn't just a land of tribes and villages? Prepare to have your history textbooks rewritten because we're diving into the epic story of Africa's lost empires. Forget what you think you know, because we're about to unearth some seriously cool stuff. First up, Carthage. Think ancient Rome, but with even better sea legs. Founded by Phoenicians way back in 814 BC, this city near modern Tunis was a maritime powerhouse. We are talking serious naval dominance and Mediterranean trade routes that stretched for miles. But Carthage wasn't just about the Benjamins. They had a knack for ticking off the Romans, leading to a series of Punic wars. And who could forget Hannibal Barca, the Carthaginian general who almost brought Rome to its knees with elephants? Spoiler alert, Rome eventually won, and Carthage was destroyed in 146 BC. But its legacy of trade and innovation lives on. Next, we're off to East Africa, to the Kingdom of Aksum, in modern Ethiopia and Eritrea. This wasn't just some backwater kingdom. Aksum was a major player in the ancient world, trading with Rome, Arabia, and even India. What set Aksum apart? First, they minted their own coins, a sign of serious state power. And second, they were one of the first major kingdoms to adopt Christianity as their state religion back in the 4th century CE, thanks to King Ezana. These guys were so connected, they were practically the internet of their time. Now, let's journey to West Africa and the Ghana Empire, which thrived from around 700 to 1240 CE. Now, hold on a second. This Ghana isn't the same as modern Ghana. The name Ghana was actually a royal title, like warrior king, and the empire was located in parts of modern Mauritania, Mali, and Senegal. So, what made Ghana so great? Gold. They controlled key trade routes and amassed incredible wealth, weakening as trade shifted elsewhere and neighboring Mali rose. Speaking of Mali, get ready for Mansa Musa. He ruled from 1312 to 1337 and was so rich, he made Bill Gates look like he's scrounging for change. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 was the stuff of legends. He brought so much gold with him that he reportedly caused inflation in Egypt. Medieval Arabic writers considered Mali one of the richest powers on earth. But Mali wasn't just about bling. Cities like Timbuktu were major centers of Islamic scholarship, attracting scholars and students from across the world. It was a real intellectual hub, not just a faraway place. But all empires eventually face challenges. The Songhai Empire rose from Mali's ashes, dominating West Africa from the 15th century. Under rulers like Askia Muhammad I, Songhai expanded its territory, reformed its administration, and controlled vital trade routes. But their reign ended in 1591 at the Battle of Tondebai, when Moroccan forces armed with gunpowder defeated the Songhai army. Technology, as always, changed the game. Let's head south, to Great Zimbabwe. Built by the Shona people between the 11th and 15th centuries, this city was a marvel of engineering. The massive stone structures were built without mortar, and the great enclosure has walls that are 11 meters high. For ages, colonial writers refused to believe that Africans could have built such a complex city, attributing it to outsiders. But Great Zimbabwe was a testament to the skill and ingenuity of the Shona people. From the Sahara's edge to the heart of Africa, Kanam stood for centuries around Lake Chad. Emerging as Kanam in the 8th century, it transformed into Bornu after political upheavals. Their cavalry was feared, and their control of trans-Saharan trade made them rich. Rulers like Idris Aluma were known for their military prowess and devotion to Islam. Moving west again to modern Nigeria, we find the Kingdom of Benin, which flourished from the 13th to the 16th centuries. Benin City was a marvel of urban planning, and the kingdom was known for its sophisticated bronze casting. The Benin bronzes, created using the lost wax method, are masterpieces of African art. Oba Uwe the Great was a key ruler. Sadly, the kingdom was looted in 1897 by the British, who stole many of the bronzes. Now, let's head south to the Kingdom of Congo, which emerged in the late 14th century in modern Angola and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Congo Kingdom had close ties with Portugal, and King Afonso even converted to Christianity. But the Atlantic slave trade put immense pressure on the kingdom, leading to internal conflict and weakening the state. Finally, we arrive in Ethiopia, one of the oldest states in the world. With roots in Aksum, Ethiopia maintained its independence for centuries, resisting colonial conquest. Menelik II famously defeated the Italians at the Battle of Odwa in 1896, securing Ethiopia's sovereignty. Ethiopia's blend of Orthodox Christianity and highland political culture made it a truly unique empire. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? These African empires prove that Africa was not a continent without history before European colonization. They had centralized governments, taxation systems, military organizations, diplomacy, urban development, long-distance trade, and legal and religious institutions. West African gold fueled trans-Saharan trade. Aksum linked Africa to Rome and India, and these empires left a lasting legacy on the world. Many survived colonialism or continued as traditional authorities. They shaped global commerce and disproved the myth that Africa lacked state systems. So next time someone tells you about African history, remember Carthage, Aksum, Ghana, Mali, Songhai, Great Zimbabwe, Kanambonu, Benin, Congo, and Ethiopia. Because their stories deserve to be told.